it's MK, and I am here with a mixed media mayhem recipe for you guys, and I am also using my Kit Conspiracy kit for this week. And for my recipe, I have brought in some texture paste and a paintbrush, and then I also pulled in these pearl-esque enamel dots. So I also thought that I would pull in this shaker tag by Eva McGuire. She was one of the gals that joined us on the cruise, and we did a little embellishment swap. And so she's got little pearls inside her shaker box. They're just see-through. So I've got the pearls. I'm also going to be using these two distress inks for today. I have this little wood piece that is called Abstract Palms from my shop. And then from the monthly box, I have this Dusty Attic, I think they're called travel postmarks. That's what it is. And then I have this little title here. It's a foamy little title I got from Recollections that just says Fishy. And then this little thicker set came in, their travel notes by Vicki Boutin, and they came in the kit that we put together for the cruise. And I'm going to try to use the word hello. And then also from the cruise, I had these little pieces from 49 and Market. One is the packaging that I fussy cut. The other ones are the die cuts, and they are from the 49 and Market Everywhere collection. Here's the photos I'm going to try to scrap today. And then I have a scrap piece of paper from, I believe, yesterday's layout. So I'm going to use that. And then I also have this gorgeous wood grain paper. I absolutely love it. And I might use the other side as well. And then I cheated yet again and pulled out another full sheet of cardstock that was not in our kit. But when it comes to fish tanks, I could not pass up this glittery, I don't know what color, greeny. I mean, it was just perfect for my photos, you guys, and it gave that shimmer like it was still underwater. I just really liked that, so I could not do it. All right, so I'm actually going to be creating an 8.5 by 11 layout today, and so I'm going to go ahead and cut out my papers so that way I can make an 8.5 by 11 piece. Does that make sense? So I'm going to Frankenstein two pieces together and get them to be 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cut my blue piece down, then I'm going to cut my wood grain down, and then I'm going to get a piece of washi tape. But first I thought, I think I'm going to use this, and then instead of pulling out the full-size sheet, I just pulled out the scrap that I already had. I'm going to cut off a set of boats. But in the end, I don't actually end up using the strip. I only cut out one little ship. Like I just wanted the boat. So here I fussy cut, and now I am doing my grunge thing on the edge so that way nobody can see that I'm a terrible fussy cutter. I just distress the edges a little bit by running my fingernails along the edge. And then I'm going to put my two pieces of paper together. So I'm going to take a piece of washi tape and put it on one side, then I will flip it over so that way I've got control of the other side, but I'm going to use my ruler to help me decide how wide my pieces are. So that's it. This one's pretty easy. When it gets a little bigger, then it gets a little trickier because then I feel like the top piece goes a little crooked. I don't know how, but it does. So yes, and then here's where I kind of debated, do I do this or do I do my mixed media and let my let my project dry? So I just kind of got confused. I didn't know which direction to go. And then I have to tell you guys also that my children came home at this time, and you guys all know I get very, very distracted. And truth be told, I didn't record the rest of this film. I know, it's awful. I feel really bad. So I slowed it down a little bit so I could just tell you guys everything that I did, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So here I'm just taking my frayed burlap and I am distressing the edges just to give Eva's tag, a little bit more color-ish, like so it matches the wood grain just a little bit more. And then I'm going to put the fibers back in. if I can. They're so soft and so silky. It was amazing. And then I realized this is how I want my layout to go, but the tag is too big and I don't know what to do. But you know what? I need to stop and I need to do my mixed media. So the first thing I'm going to do, I don't have a whole lot of this crackle paste left, but I'm going to color it with my speckled egg. And then I'm going to paint it along the edge so that way it looks like a shore, you know, like the waves crashing on the shore or at the docks or something like that. So that's what I am attempting to do. I have honestly never painted texture paste on and I felt like it was drying before I could even get it off the paintbrush. I felt like it was going into the bristles, like it was getting stuck. It was quite the challenge, but I loved the effect. So I got my little crashing waves. They have this very awesome tint blue. I love how it looks when I accidentally spilled it onto or painted onto my blue cardstock. I mean, it just was awesome. So I'm going to set it off to the side and let it dry, and then I'm going to start working on my other elements. So I knew I wanted this one with the little anchor, this postage canceled stamp, Dilio with the anchor, and then I'm just kind of rubbing off the dust that you get from whatever laser machine she uses to make the chipboard. So I just rubbed it off with my with my sweatshirt. And then I'm remembering that Distress ink soaks right into chipboard. I went and I got my Distress Oxide, and I used Distress Oxide in old paper, and I didn't like how green it was. So I'm going to go back on top, now that I've got that ink on top, and I'm going to just slightly color it blue, which works out even better because now that ink won't soak in when I mix the two together. So it's perfect. And then I've got these orange elements because I have a bright orange fish in my photos, and I thought, oh my gosh, that little fish is going to stand out like a sore thumb if I don't add things to it. So I pulled out a couple things, plus I have this awesome shell that is at the bottom of my shaker. So knowing that this ticket or tag, oh my gosh, I will get it straight eventually, but knowing that this tag is too big, I need to disassemble it. I want this to work, but I don't want the tag to get cut up, cut apart, get lost, nothing. So I'm thinking I will use the tag for the base of my title, and then I'll use the shaker card as the element, like the embellishment on the back. So I did disassemble, and then here it is. It's all done. Yay! And now you get to see me splatter. Aren't I awful? I totally forgot because I just really do love being engaged with my children. I really do forget. And I forget that I turn it off, and then I just keep on working as soon as they, leave the room, stop talking, ask me what I'm working on. And then I show them, and then I get excited and distracted. And then I look up and realize, oh, that's a black screen. Black screens don't record. So I put it in slow motion so I can tell you guys and talk to you guys about, it's not actually in slow motion yet. This is real time. This is me scrapbooking in slow motion. So what I did was I took the two pieces apart from Eva's tag, and then I also took the left side of the shells and tilted them just a little bit so I could put in my ship and then create a cool little cluster down at the bottom. I used the upper portion of the tag so that way I could say, hello, Fishy. Oh my gosh, this is the first thing that you see when you walk into the restaurant that I'm going to be documenting later. And it was fabulous. I wish I knew how to take better pictures of a fish tank. So here's the little cluster. I added my orange little tag. I took the fibers from Eva's tag and tucked them in as well. I love that little effect. It feels like it's that coral that comes out and just sits there and waves along. So I really do like how this ended up, and adapting this particular handmade embellishment to work for my layout. I just really love it. I love the little shaker of the fish tank too. I thought, oh my gosh, that is absolutely perfect. Plus it gave me the opportunity to add pearls to my layout. So you guys, again, thank you so much for enduring the fact that sometimes I forget to turn the camera on, but I do want to share the finished project with you guys. All right, again, don't forget to check out the links that I have down below for Mixed Media Mayhem as well as Kit Conspiracy. And then don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel, who is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube, because she is my partner in crime in Kit Conspiracy, but she also does Mixed Media Mayhem with me as well. All right, again, thank you so much, and I do apologize for cutting the videos short, but I do appreciate when you guys stop by and see what I'm working on. All right, until next time, bye.